Welcome, welcome! Worldwide premiere!
Get on with it.
Nick Payne. Let me show you what happened when the Whons became fed up of themselves. First, there was Era 1 in January and February 2016. Oh yeah, there was you, Matt Moyer, Ollie Everett, and Tommy Sargent. Oh yes, what a great little team you were. But then, some fucker decided to hack your channel and delete it. Snip.
But then we brought the channel back later in the year.
But without Tommy Sargent.
But with Jean, Owen and later Tiana. And despite those videos being a weaker quality compared to later ones, especially nowadays, we did fairly well at the time. And it was fairly consistent.
Oh, well, that's alright then. But then, there came 2017. And whilst you had a fairly strong team, the year was overshadowed by the Nick Clone saga and the departure of members Owen Smith and Ollie Everett.
And Tiana Rose too.
Snip.
But Ollie has now returned. Praise to Sylvester. Even though he's more of an Eccleston stan nowadays. Praise to Eccleston. I personally have absolutely no concern about doing any of that.
Oh, that's alright then. But then, 2018, though despite starting off fairly well with the introduction of Benny Windybank as the 7th Whoniversal, but only a few months later, Jean-Luc Harry initially departed from the channel and a new member was brought on. But then, this new member supposedly deleted most of the old videos from the previous 2 years of the channel. Snip.
Note, we are not 100% certain that person was responsible. We are about 99% certain that person was responsible. In any case, John came back to help sort everything out afterwards. Or at least help keep the channel going.
Yes, but despite coming back fairly strong, Jean-Luc Harry very rarely made videos over the rest of his tenure on the Whoniverals until his official departure. And then, just a year after, Benny Windybank initially departed from the channel, just after Thomas Aidan James joined the team.
He left because he was busy. And he came back as well for the 5th anniversary special and then back on board properly after that.
Oh, well, that's alright then! And despite having a bit of a rocky start to 2019, the rest of that year onwards was fairly structurally fine, actually. Surprisingly. And you got Robert Morrison and Will Maddox on board, and there was the whole 5th anniversary stuff, and you know, actually things are going quite alright here, actually. There's not really much to concern about. Heck, even Benny Windybank turned up after the 5th anniversary special, which featured old members and even a future one making guest cameos and appearances alongside guest appearances. Things seem to be going well. That was until Robert Morrison left the channel, and shortly after that, Jean-Luc Harry also officially departed. Snip.
But both did make one extra bonus video after leaving that was released a couple months after their departures. And we got David in.
But David has not yet made any more videos for the channel since Trouton month. Yet.
has his reasons. I'm sure he'll be back. Eventually. His own personal time. At his own time.
Oh, well, that's all right then. And then finally, we come to the 60th anniversary year of Doctor Who. And unfortunately, whilst a strong output from Matt Moyer and some of the other members of the channel, things didn't quite go to plan for other members, did they, Her Pain? But regardless, the 60th anniversary was a great time. After all, I returned. But at the end of last year, your bestie, Matt Moyer, disappeared. So you went down to Perivale to find him. Oh yeah, what an adventure that was. And it was revealed that he was leaving the channel. Oh, poor Herr Moyer had run out of things to say. So he left. Snip.
I challenge you.
Accepted. Name it.
I reviewed the Giggle, but I'm not entirely positive about it. If I am, and give it like a 10 out of 10 and anything, you win. But if I give it lower than 10, it's like anything else, even a 9, if I'm like even positive, but not like super hecking positive, then I win, and you shove off. But if I give it a 10 out of 10, like, oh, OMG, I absolutely adore this, then you win and you get to decide what the heck you want to do with me and the channel. I just gambled myself and the channel. Oh well, too late now. Take it or leave it.
I accept your challenge. Bring it on.
Very well. In that case, cue review! Don't forget to click below to subscribe to the Nicholas Payne bonus content YouTube channel.